Hey guys, I'm Afro Geek Plus Ultra Nappy and welcome back to a brand new video. So, today I figured I'd talk to you guys about, manga. So, what about manga? Some people are kind of curious as to what series got me into manga. Well, for those of you that asked, I'm pretty sure nobody asked, I will fill you in on what series got me into manga. Now, it's gonna seem a little, y'all gonna be like, really? That series? Out of all the series that have been out, that's the one that got you to read manga? Let's go ahead and I'm gonna jump into the story. So, we're gonna go back in time to 2000 and, hold up, give me a second.
A few moments later.
We're gonna go back to 2011, where I was 14 and I was in 8th grade. I'm already watching anime around this time. Like, I was watching, I was watching Dragon Ball Z, and you watch Big O, Gundam, I think Sekirei? Dude, I can't remember what the hell I was watching back then, besides Dragon Ball Z and Naruto. My friend, we gonna call him Gary, because I don't want to say his real name. So, Gary, he collected a ton of manga at the time, and he mostly had 3 series that I can think of. Ooh, was this one that was out? I'm not gonna say this one particular series he had because I don't know if it was out around this time. I'm sure it was, but I'm just being a little punk baby about it and I don't want to get anything wrong. He collected these 2 series, Naruto and another one called Rosario Vampire. Now Naruto, your boy was already hooked on that. I was watching that. So I felt I didn't need to read it. But I went to his house one day, I peeped his room. I saw he had a shelf full with like every single Naruto volume and every single Rosario Vampire volume. And I looked at that and I'm like, what's Rosario Vampire? He looked at me like I insulted his mother. And I was like, what are you looking at me for like that? And he was like, you never heard of Rosario Vampire, Ed? No, that's why I'm asking you what Rosario Vampire is, motherfucker. He explained to me that Rosario Vampire is about a boy named Skune who basically flunked out of his high school entrance exams, and he was having luck getting into all the other schools like his friends. So his parents found this little brochure on the ground to a school where he got accepted into. Turns out the school is for monsters only, and Skune happens to be the only boy there. And along the way, he meets this pink-haired, busty girl named Mocha, who has a secret of her own. She is a vampire. They become friends while trying to keep his identity that he's human a secret. He lended me the first volume. This is actually mine. I'm just showing it as an example, but he lended it to me. And I looked at the front, and I looked at the back, I looked at the front, and when you're a pubescent 14-year-old boy who's going through puberty, and as always, of course you're gonna be like, hot dog, yeah, I wanna borrow it. And so I'm reading through it, and I'm just like, whoa, this is cool. People turning into monsters, girls with big old whoa, girls kicking ass, whoa. I was already hooked. I was already sold, and from there on out, I just kept reading the series, and I'm still collecting them. I should definitely make a manga collection video. I keep saying I will, but I don't. There will be one out by the end of the year. Before the end of the year, there will be one out. Probably won't happen until December. You probably won't see one until December, but that's okay. And I've seen the anime, of course. I watched the anime when I was in high school. Yeah. When I was in high school, I saw the anime. It's on my Funimation list. Because I have Funimation now. It's on my watch list. You know how your boy be liking this. Even though I went back and I watched it like maybe a year ago, and this series is really cringy. Really, really cringy. I mean, I'm kind of surprised that I watched this when I was a kid. But if I'm not mistaken, the first few chapters in this series. The first few chapters in this I remember are so the first one is, when he comes to the school and all that jazz, and then there's that guy that basically tries to like violate Mocha, you know, and Skune tries to stick up for him, gets Millie rocked, and then Skune takes off, you know, the Rosario Vampire. Mocha goes OP super goddess vampire mode, whoops the dog out of this dude. And then, you know, there's the other one, another chapter where, you know, we introduce Kiramu, which is a succubus, got the blue hair, the big old, and tries to get Skune to mate with her. And he's like, nah, son, I only want Mocha. And she's like, but look at me, I'm bigger.
Is this your man? Whose man's is this?
I'm hotter. And he's like, I didn't ask you for all that. Now, out my face, I want Mocha. And she's like, well, you ain't getting Mocha. And he's like, oh, and then Mocha, you know, super goddess mode again, whoops the dog Kiramu, big old cat fight. And then there's the one where, you know, they go to the swimming class and, you know, hella mermaids or sirens or whatever. Vampires can't get wet, so Mocha's like, how am I gonna fight? She ends up still beating the dog out of them because, you know, it's an anime series. They still gonna have the people win. And the whole episode with Gin, who is an older student who runs the school newspaper. Turns out this dude's a super pervert and takes photos of girls and then blames it on Skune, and then Skune gets in trouble and begins a werewolf, and werewolves are really powerful, but Mocha still whoops the dog out of him. And then, you know, for some reason, he ends up learning from his mistakes and they all end up becoming friends. Same thing with Kiramu. That's all the chapters in this one, which are literally like the first 4 episodes of a series. So, you know, it's good. But yeah, this is the one that got me to read manga, surprisingly. Because, like I said, I was a pubescent 14-year-old, you know, teen going through puberty. And, you know, I was exploring. I'm making myself sound real creepy when I swear to God I'm not creepy. But overall, it's kind of a cringy series, but it's part of my childhood, which is why I'm trying to collect all of them right now. I have up to, because there's 2 different seasons. They call them seasons, though, which is weird. But there are 2 seasons of a series, and there's altogether 20 volumes, but it's different series. Like, this is a part of the season 1 lineup, which is 1 through 10. And then there's a season 2 lineup, which has 1 through 10, including 20. So in season 1, I have up to volumes 1 through 8. I only have 2 more, and I have all of season 1. And then I have 7 through 14 on season 2, so I just have to get 1 through 6. It's pretty interesting. If you want something that's gonna be, if you like little cringy, well, if you like kind of cringy stuff that's kind of like this, where it's like harem kind of ordeal, where it's like a guy, like one guy, bunch of girls, this is definitely that series, and you definitely gonna like this. This is old too. This thing came out in what, 2000 what? Definitely, I'll have to say 2006 or 7, because there's no way. Oh, 2008. This came out in 2008, so I was behind reading this. So yeah, like I said, this is like not 11 years old. This series is literally 11 years old. So if you want something to watch, read. I watch the anime if you don't want to read the manga. But overall, it's part of my childhood. I'm collecting it. I like it. So there you have it. Alrighty, guys. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, like the video if you enjoyed it, leave comments. I also enjoy comments. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter at AfroGeek3. Don't forget to follow me on SoundCloud. Don't forget to subscribe over to my gaming channel, Pokemon 1086. I still pump out I still pump out content over there. Alrighty, guys, I am AfroGeek plus Ultra Nappy, and your boy